What's poppin', beautiful people up in YouTube land? I put the 3 and G value, you feel me? In this vid right here, why Tyler hated ASAP Rocky but loves him now. My son Trap Lord be coming with this good ass content. I could see multiple reasons why they hated each other, because they was comparing them, and they're totally opposite from each other, but at the same time they still have similarities where like they're unique, and I don't know, they just feed off each other energy. But let's check out what Trap Lord gotta say.
This video was suggested by Bobby Meyer on Patreon. Every month I make a video suggested by one of my supporters on Patreon, and that video is voted for by the patrons too. If you'd like to suggest me a story idea and support the long-term survival of the channel, please go to patreon.com/traplordboss and support today. You'll also get your name in the credits of my videos and read out in this video's thank you song. Hit that link in description.
Thank you guys. That was from my boyfriend ASAP.
How many boyfriends you got? I thought Jada was your boyfriend.
Where the bitches at? First of all, you said the key things. No girls.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm working and girls are a distraction.
No, they not.
I know they're not because I'm looking for the bros. What?
Hey, yo.
Tyler the Creator and ASAP Rocky, has there ever been a more hilarious mismatched duo of hip-hop misfits? Of course, ASAP Rocky being that pretty mother effer that everybody thought was gay, and Tyler the Creator that awkward mother effer who everyone thought was a homophobe but turned out actually liked boys. But today's story isn't about romance, it's about the bromance.
Is he really though? Is he really bisexual? Cause I thought like he was just doing that to just troll, but I mean, whatever it is, my guy, if it makes you happy. I remember before this even start, I remember when they was comparing them back way when they first started and go I think it was a Hot 97. But where he was at, they was like, yo, there's a lot of comparisons between you and Future. He's like, bro, he eats bugs, I fuck bitches. Like he was just like, he eat bugs, I get jiggy. Like it was bad for their
these two creative trailblazers over the last 5 years. And when you consider just how much they have in common and how much they have both pushed the rap game forward in terms of both fashion and open-mindedness to new ways of doing things, it's absolutely no surprise that over the years Rocky and Tyler have become the best of friends. But some might be surprised to know that wasn't always the case.
Miz had beef when they
All the way
first
back
came
in
out.
2011, Rocky and Tyler's respective crews, Odd Future and ASAP Mob, were actually beefing. Apparently this all stems from a 2011 tweet sent out by Odd Future's Hodgy Beats, calling ASAP Rocky a biter. This mainly being the result of the similarities that were being pointed out between the ASAP Mob and Odd Future at the time, but really, as we all know now, the similarities between Odd Future and ASAP Mob were pretty much only that they were both groups of rappers that sometimes wore Supreme. And of course, with both crews having long-term aspirations in fashion beyond music. But it seemed that Hodgy specifically didn't like the fact that ASAP Rocky had seemingly copied his style by wearing the very same Supreme leopard print towel in the Peso video after Hodgy had already been pictured wearing it. Anyway, sometime after this tweet,
that was
in October
infamous,
2011, Rocky was asked whether or not he had beef.
Not gonna hold you, bro. Both of them niggas, bro, they got a huge like influence on people wearing Supreme. And then ASAP, just like in general, that's like all of the high ends and all that, bro. Super influential.
Future. To which he said he would smack them if he wasn't going to get sued, and saying that he's planning on pulling up on Hodgy and Left Brain.
Hell no, I don't even want no problems with those kids. I'll smack the shit out of somebody. Like, I don't want to get sued no more. I'm not gonna let this little internet shit go to my head. When I see Hodgy and Left Brain, I'm gonna ask them niggas what's up.
But he didn't stop there, because ASAP Rocky, ever the diplomat,
I think you're telling it. I think he's coming straight out the hood. I'll smack the shit out of somebody. Fuck out of here.
went on to say that he actually likes Odd Future's music, even shouting out other members of the crew such as Tyler and Taco.
Personally, I like them niggas, yo. I'm not no hater. I like them niggas. I like Tyler's music, and he's dope as fuck. Man, them niggas is dope. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I fucks with Odd Future.
But clearly those positive
DJ
words
fucking it up in the back.
Back to the right people over in the Odd Future camp, because in November 2011, Danny Brown released his music video for the track Blunt After Blunt, which was directed by ASAP Rocky. A music video which, let's be real, didn't seem to really need much direction, other than Rocky maybe maybe saying, hey, let's rip off the idea for Prodigy's Mag 10 handle video and put Danny Brown in a onesie. Anyway, after this video released, Tyler ended up tweeting that the term video director is thrown around loosely these days, clearly dropping shade on Rocky's directorial ways. And Tyler's Twitter outburst quickly sparked a furious response from ASAP Ant, who said that
the funny thing is both of their videos be fire. Like, it's crazy, like niggas just be beefing for no reason.
Now, Tyler didn't immediately respond to this, but Rocky went on to discuss the tension between the two crews in a January 2012 interview with Complex, saying that he was tired of the comparisons between their respective crews ever since Hodgy called him out, suggesting that Hodgy had clearly gone out of his way to disrespect the ASAP mob, and saying that the major point of difference between their crews is the obvious old school East Coast versus West Coast hip-hop comparisons that seem to pop up every single era. Essentially going on to say that his crew doesn't like Odd Future, but him, ASAP Rocky, personally does like them. Then going on to say even specifically that he would love—
It's crazy because they don't even be in their crews like that no more. They just be chilling with each other. They made their own crew. That's crazy, bro. That's only crazy when you think about it.
Now, clearly that olive branch wasn't immediately well received by Tyler, because later on that year when ASAP Rocky released his track Fucking Problems, along with 2 Chainz, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, Tyler immediately piped up on Twitter to drop some shade on Rocky, saying, "So funny when someone releases a new song with the same 4 people that we expected to be on it with the same shitty trap beat. That's not the best Tyler, is it?" Rocky later replied to these comments around a year later, seeming pretty unfazed in a Life and Times interview, saying that he ain't tripping over what Tyler said, and Rocky continued the positivity in another Complex interview, his cover story, at the end of 2012. Once again, when asked about the Odd Future ASAP mob comparisons, Rocky pretty much just said that people only compare them because they're both rap crews that wear Supreme, essentially saying that the two crews are nothing alike, but basically stopping short of any negativity, ultimately pointing out that those comparisons were slowly fading away as both of the crews were beginning to be more established with their own unique sounds and styles. Rocky later elaborated on the fact that ASAP and Odd Future had been beefing when he appeared on Snoop Dogg's podcast, once again saying that they were only beefing because of these comparisons and the pressure that had been piled on them, and it really wasn't that deep.
You know me and Tyler, man.
Oh, I remember this nigga was like, yo, what time is it, man? I gotta get to the club. Nigga Snoop got that nigga smacked though, boy. He's like, you still going to the club? Bro, I love this interview, bro.
It was like, our crews ain't fuck with each other type shit. You know, like, our crews ain't really fuck with each other and shit. It was because we was
I love Snoop, bro. He really is an uncle, bro. Like, that nigga, the son. Like, I would love to, like, one day just grace, just chilling with this nigga smoking. Just talk about, I got so much questions for him, bro. Like, son, like,
we'll compare
one
like,
day.
They East Coast group, y'all West Coast group, shit like
media was fucking y'all
shit.
Yeah,
basically.
Rocky's suggestions that it was really the media that had blown up the narrative of there being a beef between these two crews seem to also be supported by this tweet from Tyler the Creator, shading Complex for blowing up beef unnecessarily. But fortunately, after a long Cold War, this beef would transform into a sizzling bromance, as in 2015, Tyler the Creator and ASAP Rocky embarked on a co-headlining tour in order to secure that joint bag. After the announcement came in 2015 that Tyler and Rocky would be joining forces to launch a big tour, fans were delighted. Tyler was promoting his Cherry Bomb album and Rocky promoting his At Long Last ASAP album. And whilst they were on the road, they were spotted hanging out together frequently. And they both appeared in this video promoting their tour, released on the Odd Future YouTube channel in September 2015, called Rocky and Tyler.
Yo, this guy is weird, man, but guess what? We going on tour. We about to kill shit.
When they first told me about this, I was like, nah, that's weird. I don't really fuck with niggas. Rocky cool, but I don't know. And then time went on, and then niggas was like, why not? And now look at us.
Now, in the description of this video, it links to that website, rockyandtyler.com.
What's the website?
I don't fucking know.
RockyandTyler.com. We couldn't come up with a sick name, so he was like, fuck it, let's just call it what it
that
is.
shit is sick, though.
That's just hard.
Now, back then, it linked to a promotional page for their joint tour, but that link seems to have expired today and now just redirects to the sketchy news website Simcast. But I personally am holding out hope that Tyler and Rocky have kept that domain and are saving it for that day when they finally drop that Tyler and Rocky sex tape.
I be licking this nigga braids like, I don't do that.
It's weird.
I know you don't do that.
Bro,
I do
is weird, bro.
But anyway, for the romantic freestyle promos for their joint tour, eventually fans also got music from the dynamic duo. Starting off with Tyler's song What the Fuck Right Now that dropped in March 2016, a track that was accompanied by a DIY music video shot in the studio which quickly descended into a mosh pit between their respective crews. Motherfuckers were literally flipping out. Tyler was hanging from the roof, shit was lit. Now Rocky doesn't actually drop a verse on this song, but he did provide a lot of jiggy ad-libs. And of course talking his shit over the outro of the song, like Puff Daddy on old Biggie records, or Shotty from Treyway on the old 6ix9ine records. And talking his shit is something that Rocky has proved that he's good at before in other sessions with Tyler.
I'm hype, B. I'm hype. Niggas getting me tight. Niggas don't know nothing about that Tyler shit. Niggas got me tight. Talk again about Chiefy Keefy Sosa or Tyler is over.
So around the same time as that first collab dropping, Rocky also appeared on a since deleted interview with Tyler on his now defunct Golf Radio app. In this interview, Tyler roasted Rocky for not being able to drive go-karts on his level.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Whatever background music he got going on right now, I feel like something's knocking in the back of me right now, bro. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
You prejudge me. Listen, motherfucker. I would dust you. Let's drive today, nigga. We could go anywhere.
And after that, Tyler continued roasting Rocky for not being able to keep up on the digital track when they were having a Mario Kart competition on tour.
These niggas swear that they nice. A nigga was rusty. They caught me on a bad day, and you didn't even know that you could drift.
Say it first every time. Where the fuck you at? Go move. Where your house is at? Come in. Everybody knows when you play Mario Go-Karts, you don't play one.
In fact, it was also in this interview that Rocky famously did an impression of Tyler, trying to convince him to buy a McLaren.
Man, I think I'm gonna get the McLaren, man. I think I might go get that, man. That's so fucking dope. Like, so do you drive?
And of course, we eventually saw Tyler taking Rocky for a spin in his beloved McLaren.
My bro say, Tyler only drive McLaren, you heard?
Anyway,
really
as time went on,
that,
even more tracks
you know
and
you got
freestyle
bread.
were released that featured these two budding buddies, including their Golf Media freestyle, which debuted on that same now defunct Golf Media app. Unfortunately, once again, that clip has generally been scrubbed from the internet. God, it really feels like Tyler doesn't want anybody knowing about that Golf Media app. Anyway, the Golf Media freestyle was a pretty laid-back and lo-fi affair, but keeping the narrative going between these two, Rocky even referenced their earlier duels on Mario Kart in his verse.
I'm riding Mario Kart. I think I might pick Browser.
Rocky and Tyler continued to solidify their creative partnership in October 2016 when Tyler
Yo, they just mad creative when they
A$AP
together,
Mob track,
bro.
Telephone Calls.
I love it.
This was a pretty watershed moment,
stay cool
considering
with
the
each
fact
other.
that this whole beef had started out of tension between Odd Future and the A$AP Mob crew. Who'd have thought Tyler would have ended up on an A$AP Mob track? And make no mistake, this was a very high-energy performance from Tyler. Rocky actually discussed this collaboration in an October 2016 interview with Genius, saying that he feels he really brings those high-level, high-energy performances out of Tyler, and suggesting that they got crazy songs in the vault waiting to be released. And Rocky even went on to explain how Tyler's verse on Telephone Calls came about, saying that Rocky had a mad party at his place with the likes of Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty, as well as a bunch of street dudes that Rocky was friends with that he described as shooters. Okay. Apparently, Tyler arrives late to the party when everyone's passed out, cruising through the door on a Segway, acting like a little kid. As soon as Tyler heard the beat to Telephone Calls, he was immediately in love with it. So him and Rocky immediately went across the street to the nearby studio and laid down the track there and then. But the collaborations weren't
I
done.
could see
Rocky
that
popped up
happening,
in the
bro.
behind-the-scenes
Niggas get
documentary that
OD
Tyler
joints,
made
they
for
come
the
mad
Cherry Bomb album.
random.
And Tyler returned the favor by popping up in A$AP Rocky's Org DVD video.
Be cautious of what the fuck you put out. Don't be trying to, it ain't no fucking movie, because some shit said in here could come out.
And then in 2017, Rocky returned the favor of getting a verse from Tyler on Telephone Calls when he appeared on the classic song Who Dat Boy from Tyler's album Flower Boy, a track that came with a jarring music video that Tyler the creator directed, where Tyler gets his face blown off in an accident, heads over to Rocky's house for help, and there Rocky starts cutting him like a DJ, giving Tyler a new face, one that happens to be much more pasty and pale than his old one, frankly a bit of a downgrade. Anyway, the video ends up with Tyler getting chased by the feds in his McLaren,
crazy.
whilst accompanied by a cute little twink. Another fire video for another fire track, and funnily enough, a song that was even one of the first tracks that they had even recorded together back when they made up in 2015. A fact that Tyler and Rocky revealed when they were on stage together at Agenda Festival.
That song is from motherfucking December 2015. And that was the first time we just performed it. That was crazy. That shit was crazy, bro.
But of course, mushy feelings aside, by the end of the set, Tyler was back to roasting his boy Rocky as per usual.
Okay, Rocky, get off the stage. Fuck you, nigga. This is my fucking nigga, bro. Shout out to Rock. If it wasn't for this nigga, man, I would not be making fucking fire 10 out of 10 songs right now. This nigga brought a new energy to
That's a strong statement.
Thank you. Shout out to A$AP.
In August 2017, Tyler the Creator had a
I would say that for Rocky too. They go hand in hand.
Which took place in New York's Webster Hall. And this party was as litty as a big titty, where Tyler had special guests coming out of the wazoo, including Frank Ocean, who apparently stage dived into the crowd and swam good, and of course A$AP Rocky himself, which even led to Tyler and Rocky having a heartfelt elaboration on their friendship on stage for all to see.
We did not fuck with each other at all. And then when I put out Cherry Bomb and he put out his other shit, I want to take for that.
Cherry Bomb, one of my favorite Tyler albums.
This nigga said, I don't want to go on tour unless I tour with Tyler. I remember saying instantly, because I'm so edgy, fuck that shit, I ain't touring with that nigga. He was acting like a little bitch. Long story short, we ended up touring, and this nigga put a fucking fire on everything I was making and sparked some new shit. It just made me make way better music. So I want to thank this nigga, and because of that, we made this.
And now, a thank you to the Patreons.
I want to let you guys know about something special.
I'm like,
shouting out every one of you. /Trap Lord Ross, baby. Yes.
I gotta let this vibe, bro.
DJ Cat, Berlin, Ryan S, Otaku VS. We get it in, and all of the patrons raging. Yeah, this beat, it came from Alien Invasion. You know how we do it. Shout out Shuwa42, Von Snoogle, and Renard Hood.
Renard Hood.
You know that's my dude. And shout out to Penis Bang McPenis Face.
Yeah, I gotta get back to this.
Bruv,
yeah, he's really spitting right now, bro.
Lopez, Harry Vagina, Mark Vader, and Javier Galvez. With a man dem like Devin Metz and Josh G grows mids. King Hendrix, No Future, chilling with Norman Quinn. Jim Sterling is Randy Pitchford. I just pulled up in a 6'4".
Hey, that was fire.
T-Man UK, you are sick
boys.
Kind
I
of
just pulled up in a
white girl, kind of a boss. Shazza from the south and Bobby Meyer, thank you from Traplo Ross. Abraham Perez and Ban Johnson, we get those bands from sponsors. Basically a Bush and Jaden show fly high on Concord. Matthew Kendrick.
I'm not gonna hold you, this is the most creative way to shout out your fans, your subscribers and shit.
1000 pen game lit. Sim Hutchins and Man Kitchen, always doing it big. Eric Fredrickson, I bone Pokemon for fun. Vivi Tubbs 2000, man, this is your song. Matt Tate, Ryder, and of course Claire Audien. Juanzu Zaza, Dylan Gordon, and Henry Bryan. That's the Patreon gang, I appreciate you. Because of your support, I can always afford food. Even when I get copyright strikes from some pagans or get demonetized for no reason because YouTube be hating. So thanks for your
That's a
support.
fact. That's a fact.
If you want to show love, head on over
I wanted to skip this my cut. This
Traplo Ross, Traplo Ross, patreon.com/Traplo Ross. Sorry if I messed your name up in this freestyle, y'all. I'll be back in a little while.
Bruh, what's embody that? Embody that.
Now, in the summer of 2017, in that same set where Tyler brought Rocky out at Agenda Festival, Rocky teased the fans begging Tyler for them to make a joint project together.
We might as well motherfucking put a tape out or some shit, man. We need to, man.
Okay, it's dead ass. Why did you say that? Because now
it's only right.
But now message boards are gonna like get their hopes up, and that
we need to make a tape. It's only right, bro.
Play the next song.
And that teased joint project would get newfound credibility a year later when Rocky in 2018 released the 3rd edition of his Org DVD series, featuring a dope joint track freestyle with Tyler the Creator called Potato Salad. Now this freestyle, while excellent, wasn't as important as the logo that popped up at the end of it, Wangsap, an apparently coming soon joint project between these two artists. After this mini announcement, they were both spotted in the studio together, including one memorable instance where Tyler was giving Rocky the "what are those" treatment, roasting Rocky's whack Nike Futura sneakers and chasing him around the studio like a little kid.
Hey, Sat Rocky, that's what you doing? Some twos, bro? What shelter you find these at? Oh, because they got the Tesla logo? Oh, this nigga, you ain't doing too well, huh? Nah, don't run from me, nigga. Ink boxes? Huh? It's okay. That money running low, huh, nigga?
Nigga killing him.
These ain't even hand me down, man. How the fuck you get those? Are brand new. How did you find those brand new? I'm down. These hand me downs.
These hand me downs.
Hey, to be fair, Rocky did roast Tyler's sandals in retaliation, but frankly, nobody's feet are coming off light in this scenario. Anyway, Rocky kept the trolling going after this session, sharing a picture of what he thought Tyler would look like in 2048. But anyway, as time continued to go by, rumors continued to swirl. In January 2019, Rocky is interviewed by Angie Martinez, telling her that he's working on something with Tyler.
Working with my brother Tyler, the Creator.
Nice.
His dumb ass.
He was dumb ass.
Unfortunately, following these comments, around a week later, Tyler seemed to shut down any prospects of a joint project with this Twitter post, suggesting that Rocky has a bad habit of teasing projects that aren't finished. Hey, listen, I've watched enough footage of Tyler and Rocky hanging out together to know that Rocky is teasing more than projects. But anyway, Tyler says don't get your hopes up to the fans to try and stop them from being disappointed. But hey, it didn't seem like this had been communicated well to Rocky, who seemed to be disowning him in an interview with Power 106 a week later.
You and Tyler, we working on something?
Man, Tyler be trolling, man. You know, I really...
Because he ain't claiming you right now, man.
F Tyler, man. I don't really want to speak on it because I don't even know him. I don't like him. F Tyler. If I see that dude, I might just punch him in the face.
Let's call him next, dog.
Then, a few weeks later, when Rocky did an interview with 99 Jams, he said that he wanted to do an album with Tyler, but Tyler didn't.
So what's going on with you and Tyler with the album? What's the deal? What like, I know he said something about it, but you haven't really said anything about it.
I wanted to do an album with Tyler. He said, we're not doing a fucking album. Don't ask again.
You and Percy handle pretty good.
Not doing an album.
And apparently after this back and forth disrespect was straight on sight between Tyler and Rocky, with Rocky eventually getting the drop on his op Tyler, catching him slipping at the golf store, taking chase with disastrous consequences.
His own store, bro.
Stupid bitch. You stupid dumb bitch. You fucking dumbass. You so... Man, the skin all...
A few months later, in August 2019, they were back in the studio together, chasing each other around again, looking like they were playing tag or kiss chase.
Hey, yo, nah, come here. Listen. Listen. No, listen, I'm gonna catch you. Hold on. How do you flip this? Hold on, look.
Chill out.
Come on.
Chill out.
Why are you moaning?
Hey, yo.
Why are you moaning, Rocky? Hey, he's at... Stupid bitch.
He got his collab on. That's fire. He got Thomas Shrink.
Eventually, Rocky and Tyler's public PDAs and occasional negging would reach an all-time high in November of 2019, where Rocky presented Tyler, the Creator, a Wall Street Journal award for Innovator of the Year, and whilst introducing him, Rocky started his speech by roasting Tyler heavily, before then moving into an endearing, heartwarming speech where he listed everything that he admired about his talented Brody.
People don't know this, but when we first came into the rap game, we didn't even like each other. Our crews didn't like each other. And now it's like being in hip hop. I don't identify with anybody but my real true family and friends. It's an honor to present this award to my best friend today. But little do y'all know is I hate that motherfucker. That's the truth, you know. So I'm gonna try to figure out a few kind words to say about him. Here's a few nice things that I thought about to say about Tyler, the Creator. Tyler, the Creator has cool shirts and hats. And he has a red rally car that I really want really bad, that I hope he trades me. And all jokes aside, he's one of my inspirations, even though he's a friend, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to come that way.
It's crazy how these rich ass niggas want these basic ass cars.
Aww. Tyler didn't actually say much in his speech, but Tyler's subsequent post on Instagram showed that they had clearly had a good time together, coming along with a caption that even elaborated on the fact that they had previously hated each other. So, very heartwarming stuff, but really, here we are in 2020, no Wang Sap album. Where's the Wang Sap album? There's been no more release of these supposed mythical bangers that Rocky and Tyler supposedly had together in the vault. The fans are hungry for this Super Friends collaboration. Please just give it to us. But even in the face of the fact that the music ain't dropping, at the very least, even throughout these corona-ridden times, Rocky and Tyler have still been able to keep in touch remotely, popping up with some hilarious and slightly sus IG live exchanges that left fans puzzled and delighted.
Yo, come on, bro. Don't get on and just start. Hey, chill out, bro.
Nigga, you left me in the dark, nigga.
Man, you know I'm old, man. I don't know how to work over.
You just had me looking crazy.
Shut the fuck up.
What you wearing?
It's like an ASAP little.
Yo, bro, chill out, bro.
Nigga don't
It
age,
ain't
bro.
even been a minute yet. You already going crazy. Relax your limbs.
Nigga said, what you wearing?
I'm lonely.
You said what?
What you say?
You said what?
Nah, I fuck with you.
Yo,
So
nigga trying to get a
you gonna
booty
have me
call.
on this live
Pause.
Troll niggas.
What you wearing?
Yo, bro, I'm dead about to hang up.
No. I fuck with you. Nah,
Yo, bro, I'm hanging up, bro. It's this corona shit going on. Niggas wanna know how you doing. You talking about some weird shit.
Nah, I'm good. I'm saying I got bad asthma, so I'll die if I get corona.
Yo,
What is he listening to?
Yo, stop trolling, bro. Matter of fact, I saw on your gram you've been working on some new shit. Let's hear it.
Nah, I'm not big on being the guy who just like preview these random.
Yeah, I don't care. I asked. Let me hear it.
But I can't.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. Let me hear what
I
the fuck
can't.
you asked, man. Just
Okay,
give us a 15 second snippet.
I'll play something if you show me what you're wearing.
Yo, bro, now I'm hanging up. No, I'm hanging up.
Oh, you gonna say it did? These niggas, bro. Bro, these niggas, bro. Ain't low key gizzle, bro. But it's okay. It's okay, man. Little bromance. It's not wrong with a little bromance. No wrong with bromance, man. Only your bestie will know about your true feelings and stuff. He bodied this video. Trap will always come through it with the heat, bro. Like, he doing stuff that like a lot of people doing, bro. I respect his content, bro. Like, who would think I do something like this, bro? That's fire. But yeah, man, I need that album to come out, bro. I actually forgot, son, that they were supposed to drop that joint. Like, where is it at, bro? We need that. We need that, son. Like, I bangs with both ASAP and Tyler, bro. They super inspirational, bro. But it's your boy G and up and out of here. Peace.